Hi there. So what do you do as a new Christian? What part of the Bible should you start with? Should you start in the book of Genesis and work all the way through the Bible to the book of Revelation? You can do that. No problem with that at all. But after being a Christian for 38 years and a senior pastor for 24 years, there are some things that I've found people find really helpful on their Christian journey, particularly at the beginning. So the first thing I would say is begin with the Gospel of Luke. Look, you can read any Gospel, you can read any part of the Bible. I'm just going to put my glasses on, but I think you're going to find that really, really useful. In fact, the writer of the Gospel of Luke writes this. He says about his writing the Gospel of Luke, he says, so that you may know the certainty of those things in which you were instructed. So it will help you strengthen and grow your faith if you start with the Gospel of Luke. Now, you may not be a Christian at the moment. That's fine. But I would also say to you, start with the Gospel of Luke. Now, he also wrote another book in the Bible which follows on from the Gospel of Luke called the Book of Acts. And this is about the very early Christians, the early church, about the Apostle Paul, and lots of stories about the early church and what Christians believed. And I think, again, you would find that really helpful on your Christian journey. So that would be starting off with the Gospel of Luke, then the Book of Acts. And then what I would probably suggest you do then is go to the book of Genesis, because that's where the foundation begins, understanding the book of Genesis. Now, there are difficult parts in the book of Genesis that you may find difficult to understand. That's fine. That's okay. You should be part of a church or go into a church. Ask your pastors. Ask other Christians if there's something in the book of Genesis you don't understand. That's fine. I still read it sometimes and think, not sure about that. I need to do some studying. There are commentaries and different things you can go to learn more about that. And once you finish the book of Genesis, I would recommend you start on the book of Romans, because Romans will really make sense if you've read the book of Genesis. So here we go again. Let me just give you how I think you should start your journey. Gospel of Luke, book of Acts, book of Genesis, and then the book of Romans in the New Testament. I think that'd be a great way. And you might just want to read a few verses each day. You might want to read a chapter a day. I'm not expecting you to read it all in one day. It depends how fast you can read and how much you want to really think about it and study it as you go on. Another little tip I want to give you is when you begin reading the Bible, maybe for the first time ever, pray. Now you may, I don't know how to pray. It's a simple prayer. All you say is, God, I'm going to read your word. Will you help me, Lord, to understand what you're saying in this? All right? And you may say, well, I don't believe. Still pray. God knows. All right? And I'm sure God will bring revelation, insight, and understanding as you read it. All right? So that's my message for today. I hope you continue to grow in your faith and in your walk with God, and that God will open your eyes and open your ears so that you'll have the ears to hear what the Spirit is saying. So God bless you guys. Love you all, and I will see you next time. This is Glenn, Pastor Glenn, signing out. Bless you.